What up, YouTube? In this video, I'll be going over the Gibraltar alt. You guys really been wanting to know about my alt situations, alt usage. Well, in this video, I'll be showing you different ways to use your alt. There's not necessarily an alt usage and like trying to hold your alt for like a particular moment. You can use your alt for a lot of situations. So it's nice just to go ahead and use it because eventually you'll get it back anyway. A lot of people think of using the alt as something to do damage, and that's not the case. In this video, I will show you different ways that it's not just to get mad damage. So I hope you guys enjoy. All right, quick little rundown of what happened in this situation was both my teammates got down and I had a whole team chasing me. And my first reaction is to immediately run away and throw my alt while they're chasing me so they get trapped in it. And I was able to trap 2 people in it. And I knew that, so I immediately turned around to go contest them. And Bloodhound was the one that got caught. And then Octane ran out, trying to get to me also, and he got knocked as well. And then eventually after this, I was able to take a 1v1 against the Rev and win this whole fight. So when you're getting chased, like in this situation, just throw your alt a little in front of you or directly below your feet and keep running. And then eventually turn around when you know they're going to get trapped in it and just start shooting them so they get that stun and they really can't do anything about it. Alright, here we had teams on both sides of us. So I had to immediately throw down bubble because we're getting shot at. And I know as soon as this bubble goes away, we're going to be main focus. So the goal here is to throw alt and escape. And think of this alt usage right here as like a Bangalore smoke. I know it wasn't going to do any damage. It was strictly just to get away. And we were able to do that and safely come down here and heal. Some alts, you got to think of them as like to force people inside of a building that you're holding. So I was holding this building. Pathfinder came in that door and thankfully I was holding it. I put him down with the Spitfire because he was either forced to come to my Spitfire or go outside of the alt, so he's kind of stuck. And then he was also forced in the building as well, and I was able to take him down with the PK. Right here, I was forcing someone to get out of their position. And as soon as the alt goes down, people normally panic and they want to hurry up and get away as quickly as possible. And it being Pathfinder, he had to hurry up and grapple away. And he was too worried about the alt that I was able to catch him off guard and shoot him while he was getting away from the alt and get the easy kill. Alt right here in particular is you're sandwiching them with yourself and the alt. So I'll throw my alt far enough like down the ramp so they can't escape and they're stuck between me and the alt. Wraith uses her alt, but she won't be able to make it because of how far away I throw my alt. And I was able to knock her and trap the caustic still. I kind of botted out. I didn't know where he was. I was a little confused. And then eventually found him and shot him. Easy. This right here is another perfect example of throwing the alt behind a team and just sandwiching them. So right here, I threw the alt behind, I immediately started shooting to distract them, and the alt's going down behind them so they can't move, and I was able to capitalize on that. Right here, I throw my alt to get people off height. Mango's on the opposite side, so I throw it on this side of the building, and I go to this floor because I know they're going to drop down the floor below them, so I was able to get both these kills because they are either stay in my alt or come down and fight me like this. Right here, with this alt usage, Hector just knocked somebody. I know they're on height, so I immediately throw my alt where it hits height and it also hits on the other side of the building. So I was able to re-knock the kid that just got res, and I was able to take the height off this kid that had to fall down, and we were able to knock him and get the thirst off on both of them. So don't be scared to throw your alt on someone that just gets knocked, because more than likely they're going to get res, and that alt's going to come on top of them as they're getting resed. So they're going to get either re-knocked or you're going to get finish that whole kill. This right here is one of my favorite strategies to use with the alt. It's when I throw down my bubble and I stall as long as I possibly can until I can throw my alt. So what I'm doing here is I keep stalling to keep them inside my bubble, because when my bubble goes away, they're going to get hit by my alt. And I was able to thankfully slide out, get fully out, and they were stuck in there. They got hit a little bit and I was able to escape and reset and heal up fully. This right here is a successful push with the alt. There's a lot of open areas, so yeah, I can't really push them, and they have height. So I'll throw the alt slightly behind them, and it hits them on height. So I'm able to push while the alt's going down. I just kept on taking shots just so I can do some more damage so they stay there. I was able to get the knock, push up while the alt was going down, and get the other knock before the guy could get the res in. This right here, again, it's a perfect alt usage. We're able to get a knock on one guy. They're so far away, so my first instinct is immediately throw the alt on top of them, because I know that they feel like they have enough time to get that res off. So if I throw my alt, I pretty much trap them. And they did res. They tried to use rev alt, and we're able to capitalize on that because they're stuck inside the alt, and there's a lot of damage going down. And right here, I'm just going to keep height. I have to keep height here because Shoxy's all the way close to them. As soon as I see one guy start to push up, I immediately another thing, isolating again. I isolate with my ult. This is a great ult usage right here. I was able to isolate the Wraith. I one-clipped the Wraith with the G7. That's why the G7 Eve is a perfect combo. Just saying. I'm still cracking the Caustic. The Caustic's the one behind. And now that guy's isolated. That door shuts. I know Caustic's in there setting up. And I immediately just isolate the Bloodhound. Perfect thing to do is bubble and melee to stop your momentum. And just do the bubble play. I kind of bought it out a few times, but got the job done. And that's another wipe right there. Now I have max KP. So everything about that was just solid. We isolated the Wraith. Killed the Wraith. Took jump pad to the Bloodhound that went to res the Wraith. He was isolated from the Caustic that was hurt from my ult also. So my ult was able to isolate that entire team. One by one, they went down. I know this is the team of two, so I'm not worried about these guys at all. And I'm forcing them back off this. I don't want them to have this area whatsoever. I want no one behind me. So what that ult was to basically to zone them out, just get them away from us. I wasn't expecting to get any damage. That ult was just to make them run away, and it worked. We'll take a bot just to be safe. And we're actually getting rev push right here. Kind of weird. Oh, that was a nice shot. I don't have anything for you. Oh, it was a nice Kraber shot. It really was. Right there, what that ult is to keep the team away from us. 100%. I need Shoxy up in order to win this fight. I know that's a Watson team, so my ult will not do very well late game. So I use it there just to keep them out of our hair. 100%. And the reason I hold this wall and not res Shoxy is because I know our random's going to res him. And it's best for me to stay right here just in case that team did push. They have no idea I'm behind this wall. And all three of them could just go over my head and I can just start plucking them off. And hit them from two different angles. So that's why I did that play. You actually let me get this off, bro? You can hold that. You really went in that bad, bro? It wasn't worth it, Chief. I promise you. Oh my god. Yo, hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. Hope you guys learned a few new things about the Gibraltar ult and the simple fact that you don't use it just to do damage. There's a lot of different techniques that you can do with it. And for people that like play other characters, such as like the getaway characters, I think of Gibby ult as a way of an escape route. So he does have an escape ability, which is his ult and his bubble. So think of it as like that also. If you guys have any other questions or comments, put them in the YouTube comments below. Or come by my Twitch at any time whenever I'm streaming. I like to answer questions there as well. And I want to start a new YouTube series where I show your all's clips and go over what you did wrong and how you can improve. So send those to me on Instagram or my Twitch DMs. Don't send it on Twitter because they come pixelated. And I'd really appreciate if you guys did that for me. Much love, much appreciated, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day.